welcome back to another studio vlog. I am starting this vlog off so late this week. It is Friday today. It's probably why I'm in like an extra happy mood, but there you go. I have been so busy this week getting all of your orders dispatched, which I am so grateful for. I think a lot of you have probably had the right idea of ordering your Christmas gifts early this year due to the Royal Mail strikes and things. I know that the Royal Mail are not striking the first week of November, which is the week I'm filming this, and the week after. So what I'm trying to do is every day I'm trying to just process all the orders that I have and making sure they get out to my customers as soon as I can possibly get them out, so that hopefully they are going to reach you in a really good processing time, because I have been so worried this past couple of weeks about the Royal Mail striking. Completely understand why they want to strike. As a small business though, it's really hard to find an alternative delivery company in the UK that will send flat art prints and not ruin them. I have done some tests and they haven't gone well. So the Royal Mail still is my favourite delivery company to use. So yeah, so if you are interested in getting some Christmas gifts, I would highly recommend ordering them as soon as possible to ensure that they're going to reach you by Christmas. I know that sounds really crazy because we're still in very early November, but here in the UK, we are struggling with our postal service this year. But moving on from that, so the reason why I'm shooting this vlog is because I have got a market on Sunday. I've got another market. I'm doing loads of markets at the moment. I feel like I'm marketed out a bit. So this Sunday I am at the Liverpool Albert Dock, and I did this market, I think it was last month, and it was my best market I have ever done by far. I think I made over £600, which is the most I've ever made at a craft fair, and I was so grateful of that. So I had to make sure I was going to be going there again. So I'm going there this Sunday, and what I need to do today is actually just get a bit more prepared for the market, see what art prints I sold at my last market, which was last Sunday, and just see if I need to top up anything. And I kind of need to get a little bit more organised, because when I'm at craft fairs, behind the desk, behind the little stall, it is a mess. I am a mess. So I need to sort all that out and get really organised. And I saw some people last week have like boxes where it was like A4, A3 prints, and they had it all boxed off, and I was like, wow, why am I not doing that? Is anyone else like that? I am so bad with the whole like organisation of things. Everything is just like everywhere, prints in different boxes, like everything's just lying around, and it stresses me out. So we're gonna get that sorted. First things first, before I start doing anything else, is I have got my notebook which has all of my information on what I've actually sold at my most recent markets. Not that page, but like this page here, this page. So what I normally do is I just go through everything that I sold, and then I'll top this up. Sometimes I notice that like I can sell things like quite frequently, so what I normally do is maybe take 2 of those instead of just taking 1. Think that has to be the most windiest wet market I have ever done in the whole time I've been doing craft markets. It was at the Albert Dock in Liverpool, and I did it last month, and it was really good because I was in a really sheltered position. But unfortunately for this one I had to get moved because there's actually an art installation kind of thing where I would have been placed, which is completely understandable, it can't be helped, and the installation itself was actually really nice. So it is what it is, but it meant that I got moved to a spot which was extremely windy, and every time it rained it just started coming on to the stand. I had to keep on rearranging and stuff. But so overall it wasn't the best in terms of weather, but there was still quite a good amount of footfall and a lot of people were still purchasing even though it was raining, which I'm super grateful for. Overall I managed to make over £400 worth of profits. That isn't including sort of taking off the craft stand and stand fee and the petrol, because I live about an hour and 10 minutes away from Liverpool, so after taking off those it's probably more like 300, but I'm still happy with that, because especially considering how awful the weather was. There's no polite way of saying it. The weather was awful. But what I was thinking I might do is just share with you some of the things I've actually recently added to my craft market stand, because there are a few changes that I've made. There's also some tips that I've learned from other craft stalls, like stall makers at my past fairs that I've been to, and a lot of them have been giving me advice on stuff on what I can do to make my stand a bit better, a little bit more weatherproof and stuff, which I've been so grateful for. I think actually doing craft fairs has made me realise that it is kind of like a little community and we all kind of like help each other out, and you know, if you need to borrow anything off any other stall, most people are really kind and really helpful. And I've definitely learned a lot of tips off other people who have been doing it a lot longer than me. So I want to share those tips on to you guys and the things that I've started to implement. I think all the products that I show down below in the description so you can find them really easily. But other than that, let's just get on with me sharing with you what I have actually added recently. So the first thing I've added is these little craft bags, which I just get them off Amazon, but I think they add a really nice little touch when somebody's purchasing a product, to be able to offer them some form of a bag or like something to protect the product that they've just purchased is actually a really good technique to make them feel a little bit more special when they're buying from you. And I find that, to be honest, most people don't usually want a bag because they've already got a bag that they can carry it in, or they've got a handbag or whatever it is, and that actually means that you don't end up using as many of these as maybe what you would anticipate. But I think it does help if somebody maybe is a little bit worried about the print getting damaged if they're going out after the market or if they're walking around for a while. It just helps to keep it a little bit more protected. The only thing I've been struggling with these craft bags is I can't find any big enough for A3 prints. I'm still on the hunt for them, but these do fit A4 and A5 prints perfectly. And I have even thought about potentially getting some, like, they're not like bags, are they? They're like sort of like paper wallets. It's like what, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but it's kind of like, you know, when you went to the sweet shop and they put like sweets in the paper bags, it's like those kind of ones. And I think they might be good for bookmarks and things, because giving somebody a bookmark in one of these kind of does feel a little bit silly sometimes because it's so big. So getting maybe a small wallet as well might be a good shout. If any of you guys know anywhere I can get those from, please let me know, because I'm really struggling to find them. Don't know why, but I just am. Next thing, these bad boys. Look at that clamp. So this is just like I think it was like a camping clamp, and it comes in, I think it came in like a set of 6. And what I've been doing is, if say, I'll probably show images if sort of what I'm referencing, but with these clamps they're really useful if you want to attach maybe a display stand or something to your table, and that's just going to help your stand not wobble in the rain or in the wind, and it's going to just protect it from falling over it and, you know, like your products going everywhere. So I highly recommend these. They're really sturdy. It was actually the first time I used them in Liverpool and I didn't have to touch any of my display stands once, which I was so unbelievably grateful for, because normally I have to go in and keep on picking things up because they've flown everywhere, but I didn't have that problem since using these, so definitely recommend them. This is from a recommendation from a lovely girl I met about 2 months ago at a craft fair. I can't remember her name now, but she said to me, you need bungee clips, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some. and I trusted her. So I've got two types of bungee clips. I've got one that's got a hook like this. Now I normally use these style of bungee clips for when I'm hanging up my banners, because they just fit really nicely into the holes that are already pre-made on the banner, and that just helps to make you kind of can then attach it to the gazebo or whatever sort you need to attach the other side to, and it just makes your banner look really neat, really flush, and sort of like really sort of straight as I can get it, because most of the time my banners look really wonky. I think it's good to just have them sort of lying around in your craft sort of store kit. Other ones that I recently purchased are these ones. Now these have a different style hook on them, and what I was actually using this one for, this style, was my wire stand that I've got that I put up, and I put all my prints, hang my prints on. I was actually using some bungee clips to attach the stand to the gazebo and just make it so it's really attached to something, because what I found by doing that, it didn't blow over in the wind. And I have had that wire stand display blow over so many times, and it's so embarrassing when it happens, especially when there's customers looking at your work. It does put people off, and it probably would put me off looking as well. So using these have definitely been a massive game changer, and they've kind of stopped me from like having that embarrassment. So the last attachment thing that I've recently purchased is these, I can't get it undone now, these reusable bungee ties. And these are so useful because you can actually attach these really easily to pretty much any kind of display stand that you've got. And what I've been doing is actually, I've got like a little sign where people can scan a QR code and they can go straight to my Instagram. And then I've got another one from a brand story. And what I did in Liverpool is I actually attached the boards to the gazebo using these great little ties, and it worked a treat. Really easy to do, and you can reuse them, which is amazing. So highly recommend those. I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this up. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Right. Sandbags. Yes, they are amazing and definitely needed if you are gonna have a banner. This is making a lot of noise, so I'll just put it down now. I did that for dramatic, like a dramatic effect. But sandbags are amazing. They're really useful, and they make it so when you're putting a banner up, especially if you're putting one behind your stand, it actually makes it so it's not blowing in the wind, it's not going everywhere, and it's nice and straight. And that was something that was really bugging me before, and I just got these sandbags off Amazon, and I filled them up with normal sand, and they really do work a treat. This is actually my favourite thing that I've added recently, because I think it makes the biggest amount of difference, and it really does make your stand look and feel a lot more professional. And yeah, I couldn't live without sandbags now. And then the final thing that I'm going to share with you guys of what I've recently added is a new banner. I'm not going to be able to get it in shot now, am I? Ooh, look at that. So this banner, a new banner. Well, I purchased another banner because if you've been here a long time, you'll know that I have a banner at the back of my stand, and then I just have my tablecloth and nothing else sort of salesy or like show my brand name or anything. And I actually decided to order another one, and what I did in Liverpool is I actually attached this one to the front of my stand, so you've got my branding twice. And I was so pleased with how it turned out. I think it looked really good, and I think it was really eye-catching, and I noticed a lot of people, it really did draw them into my stand, because I had two sort of points of view and 2 points of eye level, so people can see from both directions what my brand is and the name, and just connect with it that way. And it really did work. And I think this one cost me around about £20 off printed.com, and the quality is fantastic. It's waterproof, and I've used the other one so many times and it's still in amazing condition. So I have actually ended up adding quite a few little bits. I am thinking about doing a proper dedicated video towards the end of this year about my craft fair journey, because it was about December last year when I did my first ever craft fair, and one of my massive business goals for this year 2022 was to really be committed and to do more craft fairs and getting my name out there and just meeting customers and talking to the public, because it was something I was really scared about doing, and I have managed to accomplish that. I've done really quite a few now. I've done about 15, I think, craft fairs, which I'm so happy about this year. So I think what might be nice is me to do sort of a roundup of going through how my stall used to look to now, all the things that I've learned so far this year from doing craft fairs, and any tips and tricks that I can pass on to you guys. Just sharing all of my advice and everything that I've learned. If that's something you'd love to see, then please do let me know. Comment down below on this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please do like, comment and subscribe. It really helps me out and just lets me know that you do enjoy this kind of content. And other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.